Something, guys. So I just need to do something quickly on here because I'm waiting for Chat GPT to give me my thumbnail that I wanted. Then I thought I was just going to stick with the one that I just put up, but then it finally created my thumbnail that I wanted, and it's like, you bastard, man! You create it now. You know what I mean? It's like I want you to create, but this is just awkward. This. Hang on a minute. Just give me a moment. Anyways, I might as well just speak while I'm getting this sorted out. But yeah, doesn't it piss y'all off? Chelsea's recent success. Like, does it not move you at all? Like, recent success. Doesn't it move you at all? Doesn't it? Ain't there a feeling of, I'm angry because that could have been us. We were told that we were going to compete with the best of them. Oh my days! Files bigger than 2 megabytes. Never mind. We were told we were going to compete with the best of them. You know what I mean? And look where we are. A whopping 9 trophies in the 21st century. Compared to Chelsea's 21. Man City's 20. Who were Man City beforehand? Nobody knew what a Man City was, apart from the city centre of Manchester. And they've won a whopping 20 trophies in the 21st century. You got Man United now on 18, Liverpool on 17, Arsenal on 9. We ain't no big six. We're just frauds amongst the lot. How can we still, for example, people will refer to clubs like Newcastle, Aston Villa, and them. They'll refer to them as big clubs. Sunderland. You could argue Sunderland because they've won about 7 league titles in their history. But they're not looked at as a big club. They're not looked at as a club that's won 7 league titles. They're not looked at like that. Because they're not up there. They're not competing. They're not competing with the best of them and everything like that. We're just a spicy version of that, basically. You know what I mean? We're just that club that has, they've got a wonderful history. You could say the same thing about Sunderland. You could say the same thing about Blackburn Rovers. You could chat about the history that they've got, and then that's it. Like, what are you doing now? But people got sucked in to finishing second 3 times on a spin. That it doesn't matter about winning anymore. You've got fans talking about it's not just about winning trophies. Like that's the reality that it is now. Yeah, this is live. The problem was moving stadium. That was what done us in. I'm sorry, but with a manager like Wenger, who did what he did for us, he couldn't do no more of that. You know what I mean? And the Emirates had nothing to do with him playing kids in the EFL Cup final in 2007 against Chelsea. Emirates had nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? The Emirates had nothing to do with him not getting certain players and just getting B-Tech of versions of what we wanted. I wanted that for Christmas, but I got something similar instead. You know what I mean? The Emirates had nothing to do with him deciding, you know what, in the summer of 2015, I'm going to sign Petr Cech, and that's it. I'm not going to do anything in January. We'll be all right. You know what I mean? Telling you, I had a lot to do with it. We couldn't spend much on transfers and wages. I'm sorry. I'll revert to the 2007 EFL Cup final again. Yeah, he played kids in that. He didn't have to. He tried to go down the youth route. and then that didn't work. Yeah, did he sign players? Yes, he did. He did sign some ballers, but he still couldn't get over the line with that. He couldn't get over the line with that. He couldn't even give us an anomaly season where it's like he just wins the league title again, just out of nowhere. Couldn't even give us that. Wenger's first sign was 2013. Big up to you, Rod. Last one year for a cup winning that wouldn't have made a difference to our pedigree. No, but the point of the matter is, for all we know, it could have done something. For all we know, it could have done. I mean, it might have done, it might not have done. Point of the matter is he felt he could just go with the kids with that, and he came up against that Chelsea side. You know what I mean? Man could have got Kante in 2015. No, 2016. Sorry. No, 2015. No, 2016. Sorry, because Kante won the league with Chelsea and then with Leicester, and then yeah, he could have got Kante, and he went with Grant Jack instead. Like, there's so many players that could have been here that weren't. He might have been able to get some of those players over the line with what he had. Fact of the matter is, we can say what we want about Wenger had only this amount of money and this, that, and the other, right? He still couldn't get them over the line. Imagine if he'd got to some more Champions League finals or won a couple, we could have been in that Club World Cup, and we would have had a shot at winning that. Like I said, if we'd have won the Club World Cup off the back of the fact that we just got Champions League football every season like we did with Wenger, you could look back and say, this, there'd be memes talking about, oh, Wenger's done it again. You know what I mean? But all that meant fuck all in the end. Even back in them times when we were getting Champions League football, I was like, there's no point. Just put us in Europa League because that is more our level. But we'll see what we're doing in the Champions League next season, with this manager. He won 3 FA Cups in the last 5 years. Yeah, he did. He did. I gave him his flowers for that. But the bottom line is, from what he did for this club, he couldn't go any further. He couldn't go any further. And now we've got another manager in now in Super Tets, who's we won. He won that one FA Cup behind closed doors and didn't look back since. Just to watch Chelsea do what we wanted. Yep. We moved to the Emirates to compete with the best of them. Chelsea did everything that we should have been doing, having moved into the Emirates. Did everything. Literally did everything. You need to start moving like Chelsea for real. We did, yeah. It used to be a case of Chelsea wanted to be like us. They surpassed us. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hear that a Pep or a Klopp couldn't come into that Arsenal side in their mid 2010s and do something. No, I'm not hearing it. Not hearing it. I mean, I ain't hearing that. So I have a place to compete with Wimbledon Bayern. Here we are 20 years later with nothing but 2 lousy FA Cups. 9 trophies in the 21st century, Only 9. And I'm to believe moving stadium just destroyed us that much. You know what I mean? We've got London neighbours that moved stadiums and won European trophies. Or won a European trophy in West Ham and Tottenham. They moved stadium and not long after they went and won a European trophy. You know what I mean? We couldn't even grab one during our time at the Emirates. This current Club World Cup has no reference to Wenger's time. It does, because, like I said, if we'd had won a Champions League or 2 during his time, yeah, that could have put us into it. Because let's face it, Atletico Madrid were in it and they've never won the Champions League. No, not Atletico Madrid. Were they in it? I think they were in it. Borussia Dortmund haven't won the Champions League since 1997. They were in the Club World Cup, but they were in it because they got to finals recently, despite they never won it. I don't know. I don't get how Liverpool didn't get into this FIFA Club World Cup. I don't get how they didn't. For me, they met every criteria to be in it. But you got clubs that have never won the Champions League in that competition. You know what I mean? All that getting Champions League football, it meant absolutely nothing in the end. What a comedy sketch we've become. No wonder Asher Cole left. He spoke the truth. Never showed ambition. This club doesn't mind being behind Chelsea. I'm sorry. None of that means that he just couldn't. You know what I mean? But big up to No Shit Sherlock with the $2 super chat. Hang on a minute. Let me just You think there's players holding you back? If I was to put take a wild stab in the dark and think what player is holding this club back, I would say Kai Havertz. Let's just go. You know his performance in the FA Cup against Man United last season, shocking. Did turn up against Newcastle. That's a player holding us back. It's a good job Sterling wasn't a permanent signing because he would have been a player holding us back. You know what I mean? But for me, more than anything that's holding us back, it's the manager. And it's how he's managing these players. That's what's holding us back. It's how he's managing them. He doesn't know the art of rotation. He only knows rotation when an injury comes. We know Gabriel and Saliba are going to be playing 90 minutes every single game next season. Yeah. And when we're about 3-4 goals up in a game, he ain't going to take one of them off to put somebody else on. He ain't going to do that. That's how Gabriel tore his shit up. That's what he does. You know what I mean? That's what he does. Don't be surprised if we let's just say we've got Gyökeres because it seems strong enough that we've got him, right? We could be 5-0 up in the cup game against Wycombe Wanderers, and he won't take Gyökeres off. That's the kind of manager he is. Oh yeah, Odegaard. How could I forget about that guy? How could I forget about that guy? Yeah, he's definitely holding us back. And he's going to do that same bullshit next season that he keeps doing, where he has the ball on the right hand side at the edge of the box, and he tries to fizz the ball through. He tries to lift it through to whoever's overlapping on the right hand side. That doesn't work 90% of the time. You keep doing that. Another player holding us back. I don't think it backdates that far. Oh no, Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, Borussia Dortmund. They got to the Champions League final in 2023. That was the last time they were there, and they're in the they were in the FIFA Club World Cup. But Liverpool were in the final the year before, won it in 2019, and they were in it for some reason. It's stupid. Moody and Ortiz, it was different. Might have been different, but what remains the same is the failure. That remains the same. The FA Cups came, yes, but it's back to it's back to what we know now. 9 trophies in the 21st century. What we do know is not winning. We do not winning more than we do winning. I know. I think that's why there's been a big kickoff about this Madueke deal, because I think fans have got PTSD from Sterling. You know what I mean? We got a player from Chelsea on loan. It didn't work, and then we went back to them to go get some more. If you caught an STI from somebody, right? If you caught an STI from somebody you were seeing, yeah, would you be interested in then going for her sister now? Because for all we know, they might have it. They might have it as well. The sister might have been active just like her. It's stupid. You know what I mean? It's stupid how we just went back there for Madueke, who had worse numbers than Trossard. We had to raise funds to move stadium through private and bank loans. It was a different time. It was a different time, but we had the same manager, right? The manager who, how did he not get enough out of the players to win, especially with some of the teams that he had? Couldn't win anything until 2014, and he couldn't win the league title ever again. That literally makes him look like he's overrated. Because he didn't show when I've rebuilt these teams and I still won a league title. He never showed us that. What he showed us is he was really good at winning FA Cups, at least, you know, to a degree. Because it's not like he was winning it most of his seasons there, was he? Madueke was a so-called leader of Man FC with Chelsea. Yeah, those players balled it. Key moments, not just the manager. Are we talking the Wenger days? Are we talking Teta days? I mean, because we could say the same thing about today as well. And we know it's not just the managers or the manager, but at the end of the day, if we're talking about Wenger, this is the Wenger that went invincible. This is the Wenger that 90% of his league title wins were doubles. You know what I mean? He went from that to I can't win a league title again. I had Nazare, Sanchez, Adebayor, Van Persie, all them, man, and I couldn't win the league title ever again. That's what we went from. We went from I went invincible and won doubles to I've still got some ballers here. I've still managed some ballers. Arshavin and them, Kozala and them. You know what I mean? And I couldn't win the league title ever again. You know what I mean? He should have won in 06 and missed clear chances. Yeah, on bottle finals. If he was there, he never scored in finals. You know what I mean? Some would say, well, some might say maybe he could have made. Maybe you look back and you think, well, maybe not take Perez off as early as he did, and maybe this, that, and the other. We can all say that. Obviously, the red card it messed things up, but yeah, that 06 team should have won that. But I was never on his case about that. Anyway, I'm not on his case about he didn't win it that year, but since then you couldn't go back there. All you could do was last 16, apart from 09 where we got to the semis. You couldn't go back there. You know what I mean? Because seriously, when you look at that, it questions how good was Wenger. When you look at it, because let a manager today, right? Let's say Pep came in straight after Mancini, yeah, and he won a couple of league titles, and then he couldn't win a league title ever again, yeah. Now that he's already got his own team, now his own 11, everything, it's not no residue of Mancini or whatever, and he couldn't win a league title again. Tell me people won't be saying to him, the guy's a fraud. He can't even win with his own team. Tell me people won't be saying that. Because I'm consistent with what I'm saying. If somebody says, If somebody says Wenger's overrated, which some people are saying, when you explain all this, it makes it hard to defend. Oh no, he's not overrated, mate. He's manager. It makes it harder. You know what I mean? You're just unlucky in 06. You have a lot of accountability for managers, but not on so-called world-class players. A lot of accountability on managers. The thing is because I'm seeing managers at other clubs get over the line. I saw Conte come in and win the league title straight away. I saw Pellegrini come in and win the league title straight away. I saw Mancini come in and he won the league title in what, his second season, was it? I saw Mourinho come in and win league title, win a double league title. I saw Klopp come in and do what he did. We've seen a lot of shit. Yeah?
I've seen him do it.
We've seen a lot of shit. So yes, I have a lot of accountability for managers. Because of what I've seen. You know what I mean? I have a lot of accountability on them. That's the main problem, was thinking they were Ajax. Plays too, but it's the manager that picks them. We've all seen the difference a manager's made in the team.
I've seen him do it.
We've seen that. We've literally seen it. We've seen PSG with a front three of Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe. We've seen that. Look at the PSG of last season. The same Luis Enrique that won a treble with Barcelona in 2015. I've seen too much shit. What I've seen is, oh, they've got that manager now, and I've seen the difference. That's what I've seen. So when I have a manager and you can't do that, I'm holding you accountable. Look how many open goals Arsenal players have missed down the years in big games. But you can say that about everybody. You can say that about everybody. You know what I mean? Look at the difference of Man United with Fergie without him. You know what I mean? They won the league title in 2013 and then dropped to 7th the season after. Which realistically, that showed what that level that Man United were. But because I had Fergie, it was still up there. They wouldn't have finished 7th. If Fergie stayed another year at Man United, they would not have finished 7th. Not at all. No way. You know what? No way, Jose Enrique. Wouldn't happen. He won a double in his first full season. He did. If you're talking about Arsene Wenger, he did. I mean, walked into a team, inherited George Graham's defense, added his players and all that in there, and everything like that, and he did what he did. When it came to now, all these players that are all what you've signed now, this is what you've put together now. You know, the George Graham defense is retired now. They've moved on now. When that happened, he couldn't win the league title again. You know what I mean? Never could win as the EFL Cup. He was good at winning FA Cups. But even then, the period from 2006 to 2013, nothing. I mean, we had Sanchez in this team and everything. Cazorla and them, man. Yeah? He thought he could get cute. Let me sign Czech. Yeah? Finished second to Leicester. Couldn't even get a line against Leicester. The same manager that won double 2 doubles and went invincible. Couldn't get over the line because Leicester were just too good. Couldn't do that. Any other managers as that were ripping into him. Any other managers as that were ripping into him. I'm just gonna go to the toilet, so I'll play this video and then well, there's no point in really me playing this one because it seems like it's done, but I'll play it anyway.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
I heard this from a friend of a friend's friend. This is a good friend of mine. He called me last night and said this happened. He bumped into Andrea Berta in central London yesterday. And he walked up to him and was like, "Are you Andrea Berta, new Arsenal sporting director?" He was like, "Yeah, I am." Andrea Berta shows him his lock screen. He's got an Arsenal badge on his lock screen. He's like, "Yeah, this is a picture of my friend Sean and Andrea Berta in central London last night, right?"
Big up.
So I called him. I was like, "Mate, you met Andrea Berta?" He was like, "You never guess what he said." I was like, "What did he say?" He was like, so I said to him, like,
Stop the cap.
you know, what's going on? Who are we signing? Andrea Berta said to him, "Who do you want?" And he said, "Look, a lot of the talk this week has been around Sesko. Like, what's going on with that?" And he kind of shook his head and he was a bit like, And he says, and Sean said to Andrea Berta, "Personally, I want Gyökeres." Andrea Berta goes like this for a fist bump and he goes, "You got him." Fist bumps him and then walks off.
Who the fuck is this asshole? Stop the cap.
So look, I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's just being a nice guy, if he's, you know, just being like, yeah, like whatever, you're just a fan. But look, that's a bit of a match.
Shut the fuck. Shut. Did I say no?
Anyways, I'm back. Henry missed his chance in Champions League final. It was run ragged as we already had 10 men. Well, when push comes to shove, like I said, anybody that scores for fun and then doesn't do it in finals, we rip into those players all the time. I mean, but with that final or with the finals that he did play, you know, we ain't gonna discount him getting us there, helping us get there, and still being a part of why we won a certain amount of trophies. But again, Henry left in 2007. The manager stayed all that time. Couldn't win league title again. One person went missing when he was needed. Well, he was injured all the time, wasn't he? Then he went to Man U because, well, he explained it anyway. You know what I mean? It's just this club didn't have that ambition. But again, with what the manager had and what he brought in, he still couldn't win a league title again. Couldn't win it ever again. You know what I mean? Good for us. What team? What team do you support? No shit, Sherlock. What team do you support? Of course, they're going to drop off after Fergie left, but look at the difference. That's the point I'm making. Look at the difference the manager made. That's the point. The difference. You know what I mean? George Graham defense away invincible in 04. And then after all that, again, when they're all gone, after that, and Wenger went down the route of, I'm going to invest in some young players. You couldn't win league title again. Bro, I read YouTube. Only pay creators who produce original content starting 15th of July. Any reused content or NI generated content like on thumbnails will be ineligible for monetization. Really? I want to say. On July 15th, it's today. Wenger made a defense that went invincible. So again, after all that, he still couldn't win again. Doesn't that make it worse? I'll send you a link on IG. Wenger pound for pound is more now. Come on now. I mean, I'm not gonna say Wenger wasn't successful because he clearly was, but pound for pound more successful than any manager I can think of. So was he more successful than Fergie? Because that's a manager there I've put in your head now. Go look at what he spent compared to other managers. Yeah, we know that he didn't spend as much as some of these other managers, but then what you're not comparing is the fact that he went up against all these big spenders and still did what he did. As soon as the money came in and it came to teams spending to get where he wanted to get, he was left behind. What are we doing out here? I mean, what are we doing out here? When the money came and teams were spending, he was left behind, like dust blowing in the face and everything. So is he better than Fergie? Mourinho spent leagues more than Wenger. Mourinho won more though, didn't he? Well, pound for pound, you're basically saying. So basically, with the money he spent compared to other managers of the money they spent, he's more successful than. So basically, if him spending as much as what Cardiff managers spent, a Sunderland manager spent in their career, blah blah blah. So yeah, you can't be you obviously it'd be stupid to put him against managers that I can name that were more successful than him. A good manager is also someone that demands players from the owners and calls them out. It's not just on the pitch. On the pitch is a coach, managers beyond the pitch. Pound for pound, yes. Probably yes. I used to do the calculations. People don't know the term for manager. They confuse it with coach. Mourinho wins more. All that matters. Pound for pound don't mean shit. I don't know how much he spent exactly, but I can tell you what he won and how many times he won what he won in England. I think you may not be aware of historical transfer fees. Well, I don't have the numbers in my head. I don't have the exact numbers in my head. I know he spent like what 30 million was it on Ferdinand or something like that. I mean, he did spend some money. He did make some big signings. But like what we're doing, what fans are doing that are doing this, is basically saying that guy's got a Ferrari, I don't, but well, at least I work hard and I've got the car that I've got and I'm happy with the car I've got. Just basically coping. It's cop. Wenger spent only this amount of money and he achieved what he achieved. Yeah. What he didn't do was adapt. He got left behind. Yeah. If he was doing this amongst all these big spenders, then I'd see what you're saying. But he won't. When the money came in and it was about spending the money and getting the players in, he was lapsed, fam. He was lapsed. You know what I mean? Look at what Wenger spent now. But look what he did and didn't win. You know what I mean? That's like me saying, well, look what Poch didn't spend and got Spurs to a Champions League final. Imagine if he won it. You know what I mean? Ranieri came into Leicester, won him the league. He was up against the big spenders. Then that's what I'm saying. Why couldn't we get an anomaly? Why couldn't 2009, 2010, why couldn't that be an anomaly season where Wenger just, I'll win the league this season? You know what I mean? Like Leicester did in 2016. He couldn't even do that. That's the point. He couldn't even do that. So all this about he spent all this amount of money, it doesn't matter. Because in the end, he didn't win. That's why we've only won 9 trophies in the 21st century. It's a shambles. 9 trophies, a whopping 9 trophies. I'm missing the football season, man. Without football season, YG's not dropping any rants reactions. I mean, maybe when the Jokeris deal is, when man like Glockeris is in a shirt, you know, I'll be changing up my intro a little bit. I could really do almost as well as Fergie for several years and spent way less. And yeah. Half Power and his achievements are noteworthy. Not talking about total success. And then the money lapsed him. So realistically, you know, so basically he's the best amongst managers that manage average clubs. Then basically, because when the money came, he couldn't keep up. But anyways, I don't want to talk about Wenger all night because I'm pound for pound the best manager because I won a trophy with £0 in my garden against a neighbour. I know you've got managers that never won a trophy. I made a trophy. I mean, for all we know, what if I took over a football club for 6 months and then I win the FA Cup and Champions League? You know, like Di Matteo. You know what I mean? Chelsea was shocking in 2012. Di Matteo walks in, FA Cup and Champions League. That's like over half a treble. Wenger couldn't do that. In fact, Wenger never took us to 2 cup finals in one season. Never did that in his entire time here. This is what I'm saying. All that he did, no Champions League. Yeah, we were, and then Chelsea came, and then the rest is history. You know what I mean? But anyways, I want to talk about Wenger all night because what I want to do is I want to react to what Robbie said on the DR Sports about the whole if Chelsea was to win the Club World Cup, man, it should make them bigger than Arsenal. That old chestnut question. So we're going to get into that right now. Yeah. And yeah, I'm just going to play it. I need you guys to tell me if you can hear it properly, actually. Tell me if you can hear it properly, right? I'm going to play it again. You guys hear it? Can you guys hear? You can't hear it. Fucking hell. I don't know what's going on.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
What?
Fuck! Fuck!
I don't know what I can do about this. I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. I think I know. I think it's because I got this cable plugged in. Because it's right. Hold on. Just give me a second. Now, you might. Let me see if you can hear it. Right. Let's see if you can hear it. Tell me if you can hear it. Hold on. Let me rewind it a little bit. Right. Tell me if you can hear it now. Can you hear it? Still can't hear it.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
What?
Fuck! Fuck!
That's just great. Let me see if I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing why it's let me just I'll try present the screen again. Oh, fuck's sake. Hold on a minute. I'll try present the screen again. To share audio, share. To share audio, share a tab instead. Well, right. Hold on. I want to share entire screen. Okay. I think I know. And I think I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do, guys. Copy that. Exit you. Open Chrome tab. Right. I might have fixed it now. I might have fixed it. So I think I might have done it now. But then it's doing the same thing now. Right, let me know if you guys can hear it now. The only thing different is I've gone back to MacBook. But otherwise I've everything's just been the same. Everything's just been the same. Still can't hear it. I don't know what's going on. But then when I try and when I click to share screen, it says what to share. So I'm able to see the content on your screen. Select a tab to share. It's not giving me a tab. So when I click window, I share that window. So maybe I need to come into StreamYard through this. This is madness, you know. Oh, I can't be asked doing that, man. That's fucking stupid, man. That's some bullshit. I don't get. Oh wait, am I? This is awkward. This is awkward. Very awkward, guys. Right, I'm gonna be right back in 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds. Right, I'll be right back. Right, I'm back in here now. So this is awkward now. But if this works, I know what to do from now on. I don't want that account to be thingy now. Hey, it won't let me. It won't let me where did that no. Right, so what it's done is it's probably is working behind the scenes to try and shut me down, the gimp. I mean, what I've done is really awkward. It's took me to my right. What I'm going to do now is try and present it again and see if it will let me do it as right. I think it worked now. I think it's going to work now. Now you should be able to hear it.
The best. Kudus or Madueke?
Madueke scored more goals than Kudus.
Yeah, last season. Last season. Who's the best?
Can you guys?
Kudus or Madueke?
Let's see.
Diaz was. Let's see. Who's the best? Let's see.
Let's see.
We did it, guys. We did it. I knew what the problem was. Anyways,
You got put on his soundboard.
See, man.
That's Robbie's noise, man.
I'm backing my guy, man. I'm telling
Oh
you.
my god.
Actually, I've got a question to ask, right?
here you go.
If Chelsea beat PSG in the Club World Cup,
Yeah. Biggest team in London.
are they the biggest team in England?
Now, Rob is asking a question. Well, if they beat PSG in the Club World Cup, are the biggest in England, mate? So he's going beyond London. He's going beyond England. Oh, yeah.
They would have
Are you on
won
drugs?
every single trophy. The only team.
Listen to how Rob is describing it, which is a fact, by the way. Go on.
Are you well?
Are you?
No, I'm just asking a question. I'm not
So
saying.
why are you
it's
going
true.
for England? Go for London, bro. Let's
I'm going
start
for-
with
I'm
your.
going for
Let's
Yeka.
start with your area. In boxing, you have to win the British title,
because,
bro.
listen,
You
wait.
got to win the Southern area, bro.
No, because
Let them know if
hold
they are they better than
They've
you.
won every trophy. You haven't.
Are they
We
bigger than
haven't.
you?
You haven't.
Let's-
No one.
Right. So he's pointed out a fact. They won everything. We haven't. You haven't. They haven't. It hasn't. She hasn't. Her hasn't. Them hasn't. They haven't. Like, you know. So he's pointing out everything. Okay.
No.
Southern
They would've-
area,
hold on.
English title,
The reason why-
Commonwealth,
The reason
and
why I'm
world
saying
title.
it. The reason
Yes.
why I'm saying it is because they would have achieved something that no club's ever achieved. That's
Right. They would have achieved something no club has ever achieved. Right. Go on.
a clean sweep of
Is-
every trophy
So
you can win.
let's ask the first question: are they bigger than Arsenal?
No.
How do you say all that? How do you say all that and then you have a definitive no when asked at the beginning of Arsenal then? Like, there was no hesitation at all. Man was straight up no. Literally, right? Chelsea could win back-to-back Champions Leagues, league titles, and everything, and he will still say they're not bigger than Arsenal. Fam, at this point, 13 league titles, right? As well and dandy as it is, yeah. Chelsea haven't won as much league titles than us, but they've made up for it. For me, I think winning 2 Club World Cups, 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues, and 2 Super Cups, I think that makes up for not having as much league titles as the next football team. In my opinion, I think that makes up for it. Chelsea will be like, well, I don't have as much league titles as Arsenal, but I've got these. You know what I mean? Big up to Static. Hey YG, sorry, another trophy for Chelsea. So depressing to see see that as an Arsenal fan. Yep. How many Prems do Chelsea have? They've got 6 league titles. 6 league titles. They are giants of the game and we ain't. Yeah, where that club, just like Sunderland, just like Blackburn, just like all those other clubs that have a good history, and that's it. That's all we've got. We've got a good history, that's it. It's madness. Let's listen a little bit more.
There you go. So what are we wasting our time with?
No, but it's a legitimate question to ask because they're saying it. They're saying that if they win that,
Yeah. I believe
they have done the clean.
I believe
Listen, the one thing
Have they won the championship?
rivalries aside,
Well, what?
we'd have to.
They can win that. All they got to do is get relegated first.
Don't put we. Don't put we.
Maresca has to
Put
be fair.
yourselves in
No,
it.
all clubs.
Are they the biggest club in London? Yes.
All right, would that? Let's get this out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way then.
Man went through all that. If they win it, they would do the clean sweep, man. And then when asked, so I'd be an Arsenal. No. I'm telling you, if you just flip the history and let it be Arsenal that has what Chelsea has and Chelsea has what we have, we'd be saying it's clear as day that we're bigger. I don't give a shit if we have more fans than them at this point. I don't give a shit that there's people worldwide that support Arsenal and don't support Chelsea in large numbers. I don't give a shit about that. What I give a shit about is the amount of times you're doing this and we ain't doing it not nearly enough, fam.
Would their achievements have surpassed any club in this country? Because they would have cleaned up every single tier 1 trophy you can win.
You know what? That's like in WWE, saying someone that's won all the belts is bigger than someone that maybe just won the top belt. Like, you get me 50 times, isn't it? But
it's a great
in football terms, I hear everything you're saying, and I literally said it. Yeah, for you to have the whole collection, man can't chat to you. Man can't chat to you. I don't care if you won one thing once. For him, you got the whole collection in football. Man can't chat to you, innit?
Anymore.
No.
Exactly. We can't talk to Chelsea anymore. Don't bother him. Don't go near him. Leave him alone. That's where we are now. We can't say anything. We could beat them in another FA Cup final. Don't matter. You know what I mean? The only thing that can cure this is winning trophies every season. And winning and stacking up the league titles and European trophies. But if we just carry on, if we just go from what we were doing to we'll win 5 more FA Cups in the next 15 years. I'm sorry, that don't cut it. It's gonna have to be more than that. You know what I mean? Oh, we'll win a couple of League Cups in the next 10 years. Ain't gonna cut it. I need back to back Prems at this point. I've seen too much. I need we didn't win the league this season, but we'll take the Champions League. Oh, we didn't win the Champions League, but we'll take the League Cup and League Cup, FA Cup. Oh, we didn't win the Champions League again, but we'll take the league title and the EFL Cup, or the league title and the FA Cup, or all three. I need that. You know, because Liverpool doing that. You know what I mean? 2019 missed out on the league title by 1 point. Yeah? What did they win for it? Oh, it's all right. We won the Champions League. Then they won. They won the Super Cup and the Club World Cup. Then won the league title. Went for a quadruple. Only came out with 2 trophies, but they still came out with something, didn't they? Still stacked up though, didn't they? Where's ours? The humiliation is incredible. Do you think it will be a 4-horse race for the Prem this year, YG? Well, if Liverpool getting Isak, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'd like to say Liverpool and Arsenal will battle it again. If we get Gyökeres and they get Isak on top of that, I'd like to say, it wasn't Liverpool battling it out, and City will just be around there, but might not have enough. But I don't really expect us to really be in a title race like that. But then again, if we do actually get Gyökeres, which looks like it's going to happen, then I would expect us to be in it simply because we have a goal scorer. But in terms of a 4-horse race, possible. Chelsea, I think Chelsea will start being in the mix. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but they'll be in the mix. You see where Chelsea were? Did you see the suffering that Chelsea was suffering? The fans. Do you see how much the fans were suffering after Tuchel got sacked? You know what I mean? That Poch and Graham Potter, and them man was suffering. But guess what happened? Because they were spending money, but they were still suffering. But guess what happened? They chopped and changed managers again, didn't they? And people try to tell me that, it's not just manager, mate. People try and tell me, and fans like me, it's not about changing managers. Yet, time after time after time again, we see managers change at clubs and they start winning. We see that. We see it too many times.
I've seen him do it.
And I'm supposed to be patient with this manager. When literally I'm seeing what... It's literally like seeing someone be cured of an illness through medicine. Yeah? They were literally on death's door. But then this medicine and the jumping, they're doing jumping jacks all over the place. Yeah? And people still trying to deny the medicine did anything. When you can sit there and say, I've just seen them and other people take that medicine and they felt better instantly. I've just seen that. Why are you arguing with me? Like, I've just seen it. They changed and it worked. That's us now. We're looking at changes being made. Chelsea were fighting relegation not so long ago. Now the world champions. And I'm supposed to believe, stick with managers, mate. We're a classic club, mate. We don't sack managers like that. We're not sacking club. That's what I'm supposed to just stay. I'm supposed to just ride it out. Just be patient with this manager. I just seen a club on relegation's door and now are world champions. These men were struggling to get 40 points a couple of seasons ago. Now they're world champions. And I'm supposed to be patient. People talk about, oh, you're impatient. You know what I mean? Give Arteta a break, man. Let him win the Carabao first, man. Struggling. That won't even cut it. That won't cut it at all. Not for me, and not for quite a few fans out there. Telling you, bare minimum, you win me the league and the Champions League at the same time. I mean, that you do that bare minimum, you do that. Bare minimum. Because at the end of the day, stacking up on those, stacking up on those especially, this club's got some catching up to do. Serious catching up to do. A quadruple wouldn't quench my thirst at this point. Back-to-back quadruples will be a start. Well, you're ahead of me on that. But if a quadruple happened, fam, telling you, it'd be going off. I had all my teeth last time we won anything of. Jesus. Off topic, what do you think of Trump refusing to get off the Chelsea celebration stage? I think it's cringe when people that are nothing to do with football like that just get involved and kind of want to be center of attention. Just like Salt Bay, man was crashed the World Cup celebration. Like, what fam? What are you doing here? I mean, they did what they did on the pitch. You know what I mean? And my man's just crashing the whole thing. Fam, get out of here. My dream, top 5. No, I think we'll finish in the top 5 this season. I think we'll finish in the top 5. I'll give us that. But do I think we'll win the league? No. But if we get Gyökeres, I believe we'll win something. We ain't getting Gyökeres yet. They'll sleep on Chelsea for the title. Yep. I mean, you can't really ever sleep on them, in all fairness, because these men have shown that they can just come out of nowhere and do something. Arsenal first, Liverpool second, Chelsea third, City fourth. Just as long as Arsenal finish first, and I don't care where anybody else finishes, as long as we Chelsea definitely in it. They are. Chelsea found a perfect first 11, which is crucial to consistently to win the Prem, and that's what I was scared of. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I was scared of, was them finding their best 11, because I knew if they found it, that they'll be back up there doing what we've always been known for them to do. Again! Didn't want that. But yeah, I think they found it. And we're still going for their players that aren't no good. My mate said to me, we don't want to be like Chelsea fucking managers. This is what I mean. You got fans like that. You know what I mean? They can see what worked, but they're saying no. This is what I mean. This is how you know fans are in love with managers over the football club, because you got this fan base. They want Arteta to be the one that wins, and I owe you man some shots, by the way. So let me go downstairs and go and get my bottle. What can I play? I'll just play that Delusion intro again while I'll go get my bowl.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
I heard this from a friend of a friend's friend. This is a good friend of mine. He called me last night and said this happened. He bumped into Andrea Berta in central London yesterday. And he walked up to him and was like, are you Andrea Berta, new Arsenal sporting director? He was like, yeah, I am. Andrea Berta shows him his lock screen. He's got an Arsenal badge on his lock screen. He's like, yeah, this is a picture of my friend Sean Andrea Berta in central London last night, right?
Big up.
So I called him. I was like, mate, you met Andrea Berta? He was like, you never guess what he said. I was like, what did he say? He was like, so I said to him, like,
Stop the cap.
You know, what's going on? Who are we signing? And
anyways, my new shot glass, the Yorkshire badge, got the hot mango Moju community shots. Because I said that fraud's name. I owe you, man. So cheers. Oh, I love that. Well, yeah, this is the problem we have. Before I end the stream, I'm going to end it soon. Fans that are in love with managers more than they are the club, they want the certain manager to win the trophy. So, for example, these man want Super Tets to be the one that wins the X amount of trophies for this club. They don't want it to be where the sacking. They want to fall in love with the manager that does it. That's how zesty this fan base is. Whereas when it comes to elite clubs like Chelsea, the fans don't care who does it. They just want it to be done, and they want it to keep getting done. You know what I mean? Chelsea fans would have kept Di Matteo forever if he'd have kept winning league titles and Champions Leagues. They would have had no problem. They don't care about none of that. All they care about is, are you going to win me the big ones? But this fan base, this is where the zest comes in from these man. Where
Oh, that's classy. Oh, I can't, but this is going too far.
Some of the stuff
that's how zesty this fan base is. It's ridiculous. If Tete isn't top 2 by Christmas, he's got to go. And I've been saying this. I'm saying I don't think we'll be in a title race by bonfire night. But again, getting Gyökeres in, you never know. But for me, this season is a win-win because he has to deliver regardless of who we do and don't get in the window. He has to. But if he doesn't, the amount of pressure on him, he can't survive that. He can't survive this season going trophyless again. He can't. It'd be criminal. But at the same time, if you come out with just a League Cup or just an FA Cup, I mean, ain't good enough. Not for what I've had to see the last 5 years. I've been saying this. You guys know where I stand on this. I don't need to repeat myself. Just proved everyone that you can win trophies with this. Thank you. Thank you. I've been saying this. I've been saying, even with shit owners, you can still win something. You can. You can. You can do it. You can do it. With the shit owners, you can do it. I said in my last video, Spurs won the Europa League under Daniel Levy. Yeah? Everybody knows about Daniel Levy. You know, he's not the best of owners. But they still won a European trophy under him. We haven't won a European trophy since 94. So what's our excuse? Why couldn't we snatch an odd European trophy here and there? This is what I'm saying. Get us in that Conference League. That's what I want. Get us that Conference League. Get me in that. We ain't doing shit in the Champions League next season, right? And if we ever go back to Europa League, we ain't gonna do shit in that. So we might as well give Conference a go. Get us in the Conference at this point. Tete has improved us, but he has to get himself and the club over the line. He does. Tete is not a winner. Sorry, but he ain't. He isn't. He was a serial loser. No other manager will get this time. We have this zest thing about keeping managers for so long. You know what I mean? While we fight around and fail. Watching Chelsea dominate. when the season starts, we need those shots to be tequila when Arteta's name is mentioned. No excuses. Can't do the tequila. And I don't want to promote drinking alcohol and getting drunk on streams. Not that I don't drink alcohol at all. It's just that, you know, I'm trying to go down the whole, you know, the healthier route. That's what I'm trying. That's where I'm going with it. And I fancy having another shot of that immunity shot because it's bare nice. The thing is, they're not cheap. They're not cheap, these. And you don't get much in it. You get 7 shots worth. You know what I mean? So if anything, instead of getting drunk, I'm just spending more money to get a little bottle that's got all that in. You know what I mean? So really and truly, every time I'm shotting it, I'm suffering really. Because like that's another bottle that I'm gonna have to spend to get on a finger. So I'm replacing getting drunk with that. Get me? All it takes for this club to get over the line. Change a manager. Simple as that. Change your manager. And the mentality. But that can come with a change of manager anyway. You know what I mean? We want it's alcohol, just water. You'll know when you see my reaction. You'll know when you see my reaction. Trust me. I'm all now. Stop drinking. 7 shots. Your streams are costing you, mate. It's only 7 shots in those. I've been pouring smaller amounts to make it last longer, though. Whenever I've had the bottle with me. But that's bare nice. I could drink that whole bottle of it's the hot mango. I'm not going to show it because of branding. I don't want to get done for showing branding things, but it's that Moju. That's the brand, Moju. Hot mango immunity shots. It's got ginger, orange, and turmeric in it. As well as mango, obviously. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, not wise drinking the spotlight, trying to build a channel. Yeah, well, I'll drink I'll promote drinking the healthy shots, even though it should be one a day, really. But you know, it's too nice to. And with this YouTube AI thing now, you're finished. Yeah, I'm gonna need to look this up. I need to look at your link anyway. About that. That's some goofy shit. That. Anyone? Let's change my name. But anyways, I'm gonna leave the stream here. Yeah, it's an absolute shambles where we are. We'll just have to see what we do in the transfer window. I don't want to make videos talking about transfers all the time because it's a case of, you know, once they're done, I'll talk about it, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm moving house soon, so there might be a case of I might not live stream for a few days. Well, I'm moving at the end of this month, so we're good till then. But once I'm in my new location and I get everything set up, then business as usual. So let's just say definitely for the start of the season, you know, I'll be in my new home. So we'll go from there, and I'll try and live stream more often as well. Hey, moving house, good luck, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. Do a house tour on the channel. I might do. I mean, it's an apartment, and it's got an office room. It's I like the setup, so I might do that. But anyways, catch you guys in the next one. Like the stream, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. And I'll read your link, Andy. I'll read it. I'm gonna go read it now, actually. So I'll catch you in a bit. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.